So today I just wanted to take a quick look at the made-for-TV film I Desire, also known as Desire the Vampire. For me, the appeal in wanting to watch this was the fact that Brad Dourif was in this. I really didn't know too many names in this film, but to me what is confusing is the fact that the opening credit sequences, you have all these historical or period pieces, paintings of a woman, which obviously we know to be the vampire. So in my mind, this gives me the impression that the film is a period piece, and I was expecting to watch something within a very specific era. So actually what they're painting is the ideology of how old this vampire is and how long she has been around. This does take place in modern day at that time, but she is pretty much, I guess you could say, one of those self-justifying type vampires. She goes after evil men, or essentially married men that go after prostitutes. She poses as a prostitute, and this gives her her endless supply of blood. We've also got a med student who somehow just manages to get himself mixed up in all of this mess. He winds up becoming a prime suspect, which leaves this vampire to continue to go along her killing spree. We discover that this Brad Dourif character is a priest, or once was a priest. He discovered the existence of vampires. He was excommunicated, and everyone just essentially wrote him off as a loony, which is pretty much happening to this mortuary worker guy. But it's very much a basic plot. I actually found it rather dull. There really wasn't much in it to hold or keep my interest. One of the things that I found the most ridiculous is the sound effect that is applied when the vampire attacks her victim. You kind of hear like this this panther or this large cat growl or roar, and it's kind of like she's a vampire. That's not necessary. It's ridiculous. It's very laughable. Definitely not much of a plot, but you know, just the fact that, you know, even TV movies for a certain time period were more willing to explore the horror genre. I definitely find that very intriguing. Is this a movie that I would recommend you guys watching? Probably not, unless you are a fan of Brad Dourif, but he really doesn't make too much of an appearance in this film. You know, it just pops up here and there. The strained love story between Mr. Mortuary Guy and his girlfriend is a little bit dull. At the beginning of the movie, she moves in with him. They're going to start their la-di-da life together. Then she finds out he's crazy and she tries to leave him. Then she finds out, oh no, vampires are real. But, you know, very basic plot, pretty boring. I really wasn't too impressed with this one. Once again, if you are a fan of the TV film genre or just vampire genre, I would say definitely give it a look. It's definitely worth at least a one-time view. You do have good acting. The plot does move through at a decent pace. It's probably just a little too slow for me, which is the reason why I find it boring. But all in all, it's really not a bad film. But those were just my quick thoughts on I Desire, and I will talk to you later.